Jealousy is not harmless. It can destroy your friendship, it can divide your family, and most importantly, it can lead to not only emotional harm for you, but physical harm to you if this is something that you keep ignoring. I mean, if you don't believe it, just look back at the Bible. I mean, come on. Cain and Abel, Cain killed his brother Abel because of jealousy. God called Cain out for it and told him, look, your heart posture is not right. And now I have to, your brother's blood is begging for me to avenge him because of the hate that was in your heart. So it is possible for family members and friends to be jealous of you. Look at the story of Leah and Rachel in the Bible. They both were wives of Jacob. They spent years of their life fighting because of this jealousy. And if you're thinking, oh well, this is just biblical stuff, this doesn't happen now. Well, stay tuned for the rest of the video because I'm going to go over a few tips to help you to help you identify what jealousy actually looks like and the things that you need to do right now to stop it, to protect yourself from it. Wow, you are really lucky to get that promotion. Congratulations. I'm so happy for you. Some of us got to work for everything, but I guess not you. Tip number one, that is a backhanded compliment. Don't fall for it. Watch out for those. Now, sometimes we may say things to our family and friends in jest, but if they are doing those type of compliments on a regular basis, then they may be jealous. Two, subtle but not so subtle competition.
Ain't no competition.
I ain't no competition.
Nah.
What do I mean by that? So I had a friend, this job I used to work at, you had to take a test for it.
I'm sorry, Boo Bears. I didn't realize that the audio had went out at this part. Just basically to fill in this gap, I was saying that I had to take a test for a job that my last job, and I had scored a 100%. I had a friend at the same job who was there for a couple of years already, who would be nearby anytime my boss would come by and congratulate me for doing such a good job because no one had ever scored 100% on this test. And I was getting, just a lot of congratulations on this. And every time my friend, quote unquote, was around, she would have to bring up the fact that she also scored 100 on her test, but it was not for the same position. But she, always tried to usurp the attention or put the attention back on herself and take it away from me. Congratulated me about doing really good on this test. If she was nearby, she brought up the fact that she also scored 100%, and no one was even asking her or talking to her about it. But I ignored it because I was like, that's great. I'm happy. You're smart. I'm smart. We can share in, the celebration together. So I'm happy for you. But I didn't realize at that point in time that she was really that was a warning sign that she was in competition with me.
See how great your life is compared to mine?
Oh, honey, her life can't compare to yours.
If you are hearing them say things like, must be nice to have things so easy, or or they're doing things to measure their life against yours, they are jealous of you. For instance, the lady again back at my job, I had people who loved me. I had a great personality with everyone that worked there and with all the students that were there. And I would just get hugs all day long from my kids, and they always wanted to come down to my office and see me and sit with me, talk to me. I mean, they came to me probably more than the guidance counselors. But this other woman, she saw that, and she would make comments like, oh, they know not to mess with me like that. They know not to come down here and interrupt me while I'm working. Constantly comparing what she would do if any of the kids or any of the staff would come to her that way. Like I said before, I didn't realize that she was jealous. Tip number 4. They downplay your achievements or act like anybody could do it. So they have a sort of dismissive or minimizing attitude towards the things that you accomplish in life. You probably hear them say something like, oh, anyone could do that. Let's say you won an award at work, or I don't know, you went back to school and you finally got your degree and you're so happy about it. And they're like, oh, well, don't people go back to school every day for that? It's good. I'm happy for you. I'm glad you was able to do it, but all right, it's not a big deal. Dismissing the fact that it's a big deal for you, dismissing the fact that you achieved something. So if you're starting to hear comments like that a lot, 9 times out of 10, it's because this person may be harboring feelings of jealousy. My third car I had got, it was a Nissan Altima, and I had actually got it on, I was getting it on my own. And my aunt at the time, who I was very, very close with, I mean, she was like an older sister. She was only 9 years older than me. So we've been close ever since I was little. And when I had, I'm grown up now, I'm grown in my 20s, and I had moved back to North Carolina, in the same town where she is. And, and this is like years and years ago. I had went to buy my Nissan Altima, and when I was so happy, I was so proud of it, because it was a nice car, it was a nice, at that time, it was a nice car and everything. And so I went to show her, and she still had, so back up for a second. We both had Nissan Sentras at the time. And these were the old model Sentras we both had. And so I had went and traded my Sentra in and got at my Altima. And so I had, excuse me, off my voice. And so I had went to show her, I went to go stop by her house, because, we were always, if we were not talking on the phone about 5 times a day, then we was over each other's house, okay? And so I had went over her house to show her. I was so happy. And she was, it looked like she was happy for me at first too. She smiled and everything. And then next thing I know, she said, well, I'm tired of my car. This is the same day. She was like, well, I'm tired of my car. So that same week, she went to the car lot, the same car lot, and she was able to lease a brand new Nissan Maxima. And I was happy for her. I was like, oh, great, that's nice. I'm happy for you. But the thing that got me was that she said, I just wanted a used car like you got. And they are always giving me brand new cars, but I wanted something used like you got. Ciao. Bye.
Bye-bye, girl. Bye.
And I'm like, that's that rang in my head for like the longest time. So I say that to say, when this is tip number 5. So when something good happens to you, their mood changes and they don't have as much excitement, forced smiles, or they may even try and go out and copy exactly what you are doing. because they don't want you to be the one to have it. Number 6, that will show signs that a family or friend may be jealous of you. And that is, they may have passive aggressive behavior towards you. They throw shade and jokes, may make sarcastic remarks, or act cold towards you without any type of reason. They make little sly comments. Number 7, the last tip that I have on how you can recognize signs that a family or friend may be jealous of you. And that is if they are sabotaging or undermining you. They may discourage you from pursuing opportunities that you think would be great, or they may be trying to ruin things for you behind the scenes. Now, don't get it confused with them actually, looking out for your best interest. Okay? You have to know yourself. You have to know if you're the kind of person who's always jumping from opportunity to opportunity to opportunity, saying, or get rich quick scheme, like, oh, this is going to make me rich today, so I'm going to start this project now. And if they're like, no, why don't you just focus on this thing that you started 2 months ago, complete this, then they're not trying to sabotage you. You have to know yourself. Okay, those are just a few signs that you can recognize if a family member or a friend is jealous of you. And remember, jealousy is not an emotion. It's a warning sign for you to be on your toes.
Warning. Warning.
So, jealousy doesn't just disappear, it grows. Don't wait until the damage is done. Take it seriously now. Remember what I've been talking to you all about. If you're getting that feeling, I said it before in my previous video about jealousy. If you're getting that feeling that something is not right, that is the Holy Spirit nudging you to pay attention and to listen at that time. Okay? So, thank you all for watching this video. Please comment below if you have ever ignored the signs of jealousy from a friend or family member. Tell me what happened, and let's talk some more about it in the comments below. All right. Thank you so much, Boo Bears, for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.